Hi, I'm Kim, and you're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Before I get going with this video, I just want to take a moment to thank our friends Mike from the UK, Allison, and Cindy very much for your continued support and donations to the channel's PayPal account. The link is below. Now, I am very, very grateful for those of you who have inquired about my state of well-being, and I've got a tremendous amount to explain to you. But I'll let you know I am okay. I'm going to talk about it more in future videos. I would go as far as to say this thing that we've all been dealing with has been tremendously difficult on all of us. And it has been very, very difficult on us here in Puerto Vallarta. Now, the biggest reason for that, of course, is Puerto Vallarta is a one-horse town. This is a tourist town, this is a beach town. We have no other industry. And of course, when this thing hit, there was a massive exodus out of Vallarta. Now, you may remember going back 6 months, my son Eddie had launched a modeling career, and it was really taken off. I mean, we were constantly going to Mexico City and Guadalajara for photo shoots. And though he's 22 years of age, I'm sure he could have gone alone, but I wasn't really feeling comfortable with that and was sort of hovering over him, you know, like a big mother goose. And so I was very busy with that. Now, at the same time, of course, my son X was busily working at his job, which he loved very much, and I was launching my jewelry career. Now, all of this stuff is going on, and Eddie's doing great, Nexton's doing great, and I had gone from, setting up little pop-up shops in other people's stores to really finalizing the plans to open my own store with my partner Marcia, and Marcia and I had been working on this project for 2.5 years. The store is open. We opened last year in November, and I'm in the store now, so I will show you guys around. But, everything was moving along great. And as you know, I was still very active in dog rescue. And then all of a sudden, bang, this thing hits. We're all shut down. Eddie's out of work. Exton's out of work. The store is closed. Dog rescue goes from, something that everybody in the community pitched into to an epic crisis because, of course, everybody was gone. All of the, typical expats that live here that help out with this sort of thing, well, they all left. And, of course, everybody was out of work and money was tight. And the dog crisis just, it went through the roof. When people can't afford to feed their children, dog food gets crossed off the list, and dogs were wandering away from their homes looking for garbage, wandering beyond the neighborhood they were familiar with, and dogs were becoming lost. And sadly, larger dogs started forming packs and were harming the little dogs, and it just became a very serious situation. And with so few of us here, I really felt like I needed to pitch in. Now, with your help, over the last 3 months of this epic event, I have managed to rescue off the streets, get veterinary care for, nurse back to health, and get adopted out 11 dogs. The last one left 2 days ago. The woman picked her up here at my store, and I took a photo of the woman with her little dog, and I don't know what happened to the photo, but I do have a photo of the little dog. Admittedly, she's looking a little forlorn there, but that was probably about her 5th bath. She had been covered in tar and oil, and she was in very bad shape. But I'll tell you, I had her for 2 weeks, and again, with your help, was able to get her the veterinary care and grooming that she needed. She needed a bit of dental surgery, and the day she left, and that was 2 days ago, the lady picked her up here at the shop. Oh my God, she looked like a beauty queen with ribbons in her hair and fluffy and smelling great, and just a wonderful, wonderful experience this has been for me, helping to get these dogs to good homes. And as you watch the little dog go from a state of absolute hopelessness to just being spunky and fun and happy again. It's really wonderful. Now, there is one more dog. I mentioned that I've been able to get 11 adopted out, which is at record speed, and thank God for the wonderful people in this community who have been willing to, create a forever home for these dogs. But there is one. Her name is Cindy. Cindy is a little 2-pound Applehead Chihuahua. Cindy was found in the bushes, near dead, and I did suspect at first that it was a rat. It was my dog Sam, that found her, and of course I'm yelling at Sam, "Get away from it, Sam, get away from it." I didn't know what it was, and as I approached, I realized it was a tiny, tiny little dog in the worst shape I've ever seen. She had healing scarring all down her side. She had what appeared to be a big cut up one eye. She was dehydrated. She was starved. Her nails were over 2 inches long. Her pads had not touched the ground for a very long time, so she couldn't walk. Now, we rushed her immediately to the vet because she didn't look like she was going to make it. And she needed to be rehydrated with an IV, and there was a bit of a vet stay there. She had a full battery of tests and exams, and as it turned out, there were some serious problems with her jaw and her teeth. So she's undergone extensive dental surgery. We also had to heal up the side of her, which was very, very bad. Anyways, the eye that was scratched turned out to be the good eye. The other eye was much worse infected. She had a blood infection. I'll show you her. Now, she's been with us several months, and we have had to take breaks in the medical procedures, and that's just because of her very delicate state of being. Now, thus far, we've got the cut eye healed up, the infected eye has cleared up with antibiotics, and the injury down her side, which now appears that she was set on fire, is healing good. The fur is not growing back and it's quite scarred, but it is much, much better than it was. Where she did have a lot of bald spots, fur is starting to grow back again. She walks funny because she has a badly healed broken left hip, and she has a badly healed broken right knee. Now, the list goes on, but the jaw has been a major concern. You might be able to tell from the photos that the lower jaw is just missing. And we wanted to do some x-rays to see what was going on with the jaw, but she would have had to been put to sleep, so we did put it off just to let her get her strength up a bit. And we did those x-rays this week, early Monday, and I got my disc, and well, unfortunately, there's a lot of damage to her jaw. We've got 2 breaks on either side, and her jaw is split right in the middle. And of course, the jaw is receded way, way back. Now, the vet has been implying to me over the months that we've been dealing with Cindy's care that this is the result of human harm. I was a bit reluctant to believe it, and I'd suggested many times, well, maybe she fell, maybe she fell off a balcony or something. And the vet just said, absolutely not. The scarring down her side wraps around the front, and the vet does confirm that that is a result of someone setting her on fire. The injuries, the breaks, all likely due to being kicked, and this damage to her jaw, very likely the result of being kicked by someone. Yeah, hard to get your head around, right? I mean, somewhere out there, there is someone just brutalizing, setting on fire, blinding, starving a 2-pound Applehead Chihuahua. I just have had a hard time getting my head around that, but I do accept it. I trust my vet very much. And I just, I need some help with this problem with her jaw. If you are able to make a donation, I would really appreciate it. The link to my PayPal account is in the description box below. And I will make a video with her soon. It's just so much brighter here at the store, so I decided better to do it here than at home. And she's not quite strong enough yet to be making trips away from the house. She's got her little bed there, and she's got little Sam, my little dog Sam, that she's really bonded with. And I really don't want to, make any changes in her life right now until we've got her a bit stronger. But I will introduce you to her soon. Okay, so I've spun around here, and we are in the store. The store is huge. It has an entire second floor. We have some of the most fabulous artists here. We are an artist co-op. We're a rent-sharing group, and the store is really been doing great, and everything's been going pretty good. Now, there was an application process to reopen, which we went through very, very quickly, and we were immediately approved, and that is probably likely because of the cleanliness of the store and the overall vast size of the store. It's like 20,000 square feet or something. Store goes all in through the back. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the new 3D video that was made for us by a local realtor, and you can do the tour and actually see everything in the store. So please check that out, because I will add that link below. And you just scroll down. The name of the store is Arte Viviente, and it means living art. I do apologize for not replying to emails. Now, as you guys know, I have had a stalker across the pond. God, it's got to be 4 years. This crazy creature just never tires of it. I mean, who is this person? I just, it's insane. So this person has a series of fake email addresses, and they're constantly writing to me, and usually I can detect who it is, but sometimes I don't know, and I just don't want to engage. Looking around, right now, I'm going to tell you, I am surrounded by beauty. I deal with incredibly creative, critically thinking, brilliant people every day. I really don't want to risk replying to emails that could be, a sock puppet account of this mental patient. I just don't want the filth in my life. I'm not getting in that gutter. And it's been easier for me to just draw a line and say, I just can't have any of that horrible toxic energy in my life. I've worked too hard. I don't want it. And so it's definitely made it difficult for me to reply to people. But the relentlessness of this creature is just, it's too much, and I can't have it. I've really got my life set up in a way where I feel pretty happy, I feel very ambitious, I feel motivated, and I just don't want filth in my life, and this thing is the epitome of filth, and I gotta draw the line at that. During this downtime that we've all had, I have certainly been doing a lot of research and certainly trying to figure out what's going on here, with a critical mind and an unbiased sort of approach to what's happening and how it is affecting our community. And I do have quite a bit to say about that. And I'm going to start with a series of videos. I really just wanted to touch base, check in with you, and let you guys know how I've been doing. I wish I could say I'm doing great, but I do feel pretty fatigued and pretty exhausted from what's been going on. And of course, with the shop being a co-op, I had tremendous amount of responsibility. Sorry, kind of a busy street in front of me. I'm on a very busy downtown street, just a half a block from the Malecon, so traffic can be a problem. But I really just wanted to, let you know that there's been a tremendous amount of stress, in the responsibility of having over 40 artists in our group, and my kids being out of work, and this, dog crisis situation. So, to be honest, I'm feeling pretty winded. I'm feeling quite overwhelmed, and I really want to talk about that because I'm sure many of you are as well. But anyways, I just wanted to touch base and let you guys know that you're always in my heart. Always think about you guys, and I definitely read the comments. The problem is so many of the comments these days are from these creeps. I'm just so tired from the stalking. Like, I just don't know why people can't move on with their life. Imagine had I not invested my time in personal growth. And this is the thing with narcs, they just live in this looping cycle, and I have to break away from that. I don't have time to loop anymore. I want to live my life on a linear line, with measurable progress, and we're going to talk about that a lot more. Anyways, guys, I love you lots. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV, and I hope you're having a fabulous narc-free day.